today's press conference. First of all, thank you, DRX, for being here with us. Now we are going to start with the press conference with some questions here in the room.
Hey, I'm Adrian from The Spike. So, sorry for the loss, and I'm sure you guys will bounce back in the lower bracket. Just a really quick one from me. Since you guys qualified here because of RRQ, and you guys promised to take them out to really good food. Have you guys done that yet? And if so, what was it?
Is this for the team?
Yes, for the entire team.
네, 팀 전체 질문 드리겠습니다. 챔스 진출 RRQ 덕분에 이렇게 하게 됐었는데 RRQ에게 되게 맛있는 식사를 접대할 거라고 이야기를 하셨던 거 팔로우업을 하셨는지 그리고 메뉴는 뭐였는지 대답해 주시면 감사하겠습니다.
아직 만날 시간이 따로 없어서 못 샀고요. 한국 가서 한 끼 살 겁니다.
We haven't had the time or the chance to, but we'll get them a nice meal when we're back in Korea.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you. Now we have another question here.
My question is for anyone who want to answer. Who do you think will be your next opponent?
팀 전체에게 다시 질문 드리겠습니다. 다음 상대 누구라고 예상하시나요?
어제 안 한 사람들이 좀 이런 거 간단해지면 얘기하자.
저는 개인적으로는 팀 리퀴드 다시 한번 만날 것 같습니다.
Ring says it's likely that we might face Team Liquid once again.
Thank you. Now we are going to take some questions on the call. Pedro Romero, you have the next question.
Hello, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
All right. All right. First off, Pedro Romero, independent journalist. Commiserations on the series loss today. Hopefully, likewise, also, you guys can bounce back in the next one. I'm going to send this question over to Termi. Obviously, I want to fast forward into Lotus, and that's where I would say the most important, the most crucial part of the series happened. You guys were up around 8-4 at the end of the first half, and then NRG started to come back to win the series 13-11. I want to know from your point of view what went wrong for the team from your perspective and why.
허미 감독님께 질문 드리겠습니다. 로터스에서 중요한 순간들이 정말 많았는데 전반을 8-4로 마무리 지었지만 NRG가 역전을 후반전에서 성공했는데 어느 점에서 좀 꼬였다고 보시나요?
뭐 로터스뿐만이 아니라 코로드도 사실 저희가 11점을 먼저 따놓고 나서 사실 역전을 당한 건데 뭐 사실 역전을 당한다는 거는 뭐 상대 NRG의 뒷심이 좀 강했다고 생각을 하고 뭐 물론 저희도 작은 실수들이 모여서 스코어를 내준 건 맞지만 그냥 상대가 잘해서 이긴 것 같고 저희 또한 뭐 오늘 경기로서 뭐 얻은 것들이 있다고 생각하고 보완해서 다음 경기 준비하도록 하겠습니다.
Not only Lotus, but we were also up against them in Corrode, and they managed to get a comeback. And I think it's not really a matter of what went wrong. It was just that they had a stronger last games, and we had our couple of minor mistakes that we could definitely work on. Looking forward to our next match, but they just came out stronger in the end.
If I can ask for one more question.
Yes.
Regarding what you said about the comparison, or more so looking at Road and this third map, was there a similarity between how NRG played, or more so in turn how you guys played in between these two maps? Is there any similarity or difference, and why do you feel there's like a similarity/difference in these two instances?
Are you asking them about what enabled NRG to come back?
I'm asking him about whether or not the Corrode and Lotus happened similarly, you know, if it happened in the same way from his point of view in terms of the comeback.
터미 감독님께 질문 드리겠습니다. 코로드도 로터스도 말씀해주신 것처럼 역전을 이제 NRG가 했는데 두 맵에서 NRG를 상대하면서 좀 비슷하게 느낀 점이 있는지 아마 조금은 그 대응법에 대해서 들어보고 싶어 하는 것 같아요.
저희가 경기를 하면서 느낀 것은 뭐 NRG 선수들의 경험이 확실히 많다고 좀 느껴지는 부분들도 있었고, 뭐 급박한 상황에서도 NRG 선수들이 좀 침착함을 잘 유지했던 것 같고, 뭐 딱히 그 이상을 느끼지는 못했던 것 같습니다. 네.
I don't know if there was a certain similarity or difference that we felt for both maps, but one thing for sure was that the NRG players were very experienced. We felt that they made it definitely paid off for them, and they made the right calls to stay calm when things were a little bit intense.
Thank you. Sage, you have the next question.
Hi, Sejituan with the Spike GG. My question's for Termi. So you were alluding to minor mistakes being made on Corrode and Lotus, but I want to highlight specifically Corrode for you. What were some of those minor mistakes that you feel stopped the team from even making this a 2-0 series? Was it more micro related or macro focused?
터미 감독님께 질문 드리겠습니다. 아까 말씀하신 것처럼 언급해 주셨듯이 작은 실수에 대해서 말을 해주셨는데 코로드에서 2대 0으로 더 빨리 끝내지 못한 요인이나 매크로, 마이크로 뭔가 문제를 좀 더 자세하게 들어볼 수 있을까요?
뭐 자세하게 말씀드릴 거는 딱히 없고, 수비 측면에서 굳이 뭐 실수를 저희가 뽑자면, 아무래도 대회다 보니 확실히 연습과는 다른 긴장감이 있었던 것 같고, 그런 부분에서 커뮤니케이션이 조금 부족했던 것들이 좀 패배로 연결이 된 것 같습니다.
If I had to pick one of the minor mistakes, then maybe it was when we were playing defense on Corrode, because this is a very important event. We definitely had that extra nerve, unlike our scrims, and could have communicated better.
And then my second question would be for Mako. I just want to ask you, what are some positive takeaways that you had from this series against NRG? Because despite the loss, this very well could have been a 2-0 series in favor of DRX.
마코 선수께 질문 드리겠습니다. 오늘 승패와 무관하게 NRG를 상대하면서 얻어가는 점이 있으실까요?
무엇보다 상대가 방심하지 않았고 저희가 살짝 방심한 감이 없지 않아 있었기 때문에 약간 유리한 상황에서도 더욱더 침착해지는 법을 좀 배운 것 같고 뭐 그 정도?
I guess it's to not let our guards down. They definitely didn't let any of the wins get to their head, and so I guess my takeaway would be to stay calm even when we have the upper hand.
Thank you. With that question, we conclude this press conference. Thank you, DRX, for being here with us, and good luck in your next match.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Me encanta Pedro. Welcome to this press conference. First of all, congratulations, NRG, for your victories and also for reaching playoffs. So we are going to start with some questions here on the room. So yeah.
Okay, hello, I'm Lembo from Universal VALORANT in Spain. The first question is from Bonker. The match was so difficult because you need to make two comeback for win, no? In the two last map, the thing starts so difficult, no? I know. And the question is, what was your message for the players in the timeouts and between the two sides to come back the mental, no, and win the match?
Yeah, so Corrode, the first time out was some adaptation to how they play, and also we had to be better managing our utility, and as well just playing a step forward to disrupt them a little bit more. And then on Lotus, it was just reminders about fundamentals and how we play normally in Prague. I don't feel like we had to change too much against their comp on Lotus. It was mostly reminders to the team, like keep playing the game, don't fall back all the time just because they play a weird comp. Like we have to play up, we need to disturb them, we need to have good utility, we need to call all of our keywords and things like that.
Okay, thank you. I have voted for.
Yes.
This is for Isan. Okay. You are the first world champions in the qualified to the playoff. No, we have other champions trying to do this. No, for example, Limon One, Yogimo, Aspas. The question for you is, which of them do you want to play against in the playoff and why?
Play against in playoffs?
Play against in the playoff. What do you prefer? Limon One, Yogimo, I don't know.
G2.
G2. Why?
Just feels good to beat them.
Okay. And yes, okay. The last question is for Som, because you play a lot of international tournament, but this is your first time in the playoff of champion, no? And the NRG first time too. And the question for you is, which of the other teams in the tournament is the main rival for you in the playoff?
I'd say I'd probably say G2. I want a rematch for the last time we played them, the last two times we played them, and I'm ready for them.
Do you want revenge versus G2?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, thank you. Congratulations for the win.
Thank you. Now we are going to take another question here in the room.
Hey, I'm Adrian from The Spike. So firstly, congrats on the win. That was amazing to watch. I have a question for Som. So you've been with many various iterations of NRG, but none of them have looked as mentally resilient. And as you guys, I mean, I'm sure you've gotten a lot of questions about just the insane comebacks you've had against EDG, against DRX. We're just kind of wondering what you would say is so special about this team that has allowed you guys to make these comebacks. Marty, you have something to say?
Honestly, I think like everyone on the team is like so responsive to all the energy I give, and same with Adam. Adam gives off a lot of energy, and everyone on the team, it's not like it's being transferred to one person and it stops. So whenever Adam yells, it transfers to me, to Ethan, to Scuba, to Brock, and it's like a chain with this team. So even though we're down 7-0, we win one round, one yell, everyone's yelling. And I think that's the biggest thing, is just that whenever one person thinks we're still in it, we're all still in it.
Awesome. Thank you. And
Thank you.
good luck for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nerkas, you have the next question.
Hello. First of all, congratulations on the victory, Nerdscast, independent freelance commentator and journalist here. And my question is gonna go to Bonkar. The first one is about the some of the pistol rounds at the beginning, and what are your guys' potential plans going into playoffs on working on the starts of your maps?
Yeah, I don't know what's happening on pistol rounds. I'm not gonna try. We just keep losing pistol rounds for some reason. I don't know. We were so good on pistols in America's playoffs, and now in champs we're just not winning them. But yeah, not sure about pistol rounds. Need to take a deeper look into it, if it's a strat thing or if it's how we play them thing individually. And then to start off the maps, I mean, it's just snowballs. It's not only pistol rounds. Like we lose the anti-bonus round a lot as well. And then they get the first power ults in the half. And then they win a couple of more rounds and it just snowballs from there. I mean, fortunately, Valorant has a nice comeback mechanic in the game. So you can come back easier because of ults and stuff. But it's just so hard when you lose pistol and anti-bonus because they get so many orbs and ults. And so I don't think it's a game plan thing. It's more of a mental thing right now that we just need to battle through and just keep grinding out the rounds, to be honest.
Fair enough. And you guys thankfully don't have to play for at least a little bit now that you guys are confirmed for playoffs. So hopefully that'll give you some time with the blood pressure as well. Speaking of pressure, Brock, you stepped up immensely in the final map there, and it was a little bit rough at the beginning. Is that just a matter of, you know, getting comfortable on the stage internationally, or was it just like, you know, the map and the time, like it kind of hit different?
I would have to say, I think it was probably mainly the map. I feel like the other maps we start off like super slow, and it was really hard to get like my footing down. But I feel like the last map we were under control after we got like started the comeback at least. So I think it was mainly that.
Fair enough. Congratulations on the victory and good luck in the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
Chitaku, you have the next question.
Okay, hello guys, I'm Chitaku from Universo Valorant on LATAM. My question is for Brown and Scuba. So, how do you feel after competing in Tier 2 and in the same year you are already in the Champions?
It's a crazy feeling, honestly. I don't want to speak for whoever you asked the question to as well, but the 3 years I was in Tier 2, I felt like I was always one of the best players, and just the circumstances didn't allow me to play in Tier 1. So I think it's expected that we're playing this well, to be honest, and I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I think it's really hard to break into Tier 1, but I feel like the competition's like all the same. I feel like it's just, you got to just be better, you know?
Okay, and how do you feeling for stay in playoffs?
How do I feel in... Could you ask the question again?
Yeah, in reaching playoffs. In getting
reaching playoffs. Oh yeah, it's a super good feeling. First international event, that's the plan, go all the way. So it's the first step, making playoffs. I'm super happy with it.
Yeah, it feels good. That's all I have to say. It feels good.
Okay, thank you so much and good luck in the playoffs.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sage, you have the last question.
Yeah, so my question, Sage and Spike GG, my question's for Bonkar as well as Strong as well. I just want to ask, what's the biggest thing you emphasize in those timeouts when you're trying to emphasize mental resilience and trying to come back in these situations like being down 0-6?
Yeah, I mean, today was reminders because I do feel like as we were loading into the map, we already knew how we wanted to play against the comp, but we didn't actually put it into action the first rounds, which forced early timeouts, unfortunately. So first timeouts was like a little bit more like aggressive timeouts and just reminding people what we need to do against their comp and what we can't do against their comp, and then also just finding out like certain key things, how they're executing, how they're scaling, all of those things, and then getting good reminders from Strong as well on the sideline with Notepad and stepping in as well.
Yeah, I think the best way to put it is, obviously we didn't know they were going to run this double dive stuff coming in, right? We had the Abyss and we had the Bind. We had an inclination, therefore, that they were going to be heavy on Whaley, all this sort of stuff. But if memory serves, obviously Abyss wasn't in the playoffs before. Bind, I believe they experimented with Whaley week 3 of the regular season. So we had like a slight inclination, maybe they'll change comps heavily on Haven, maybe they'll change comps heavily on every map. But it kind of goes to show, right? Like you can sit there all day and you can sit in your basement basically, and you can figure out everything the comp's going to do in paper and blah 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 blah, and you can relay this to players. But putting it into action for the players, that's a really hard. Our job is easy. The players' job on that thing is really, really hard. And I think in all three maps, while we had it in our heads how we were going to tackle this comp, we didn't have it in our muscle memory, right? Because how could you? We've played against Waylay like 3 times in scrims, I think, on different maps. We've not played against this Waylay Euro stuff. We've not played against it done as well as DRX does, where you have Flashback and Hyunmin are probably one of the strongest 1-2 punches in the entire tournament, if I'm being honest about it, playing those 2 agents. So I think it was a bit of a case of just trying to, very, very quickly trying to adapt, very, very quickly trying to hammer in that muscle memory of, okay, we know, for example, we have to disrupt the defaults. We know we have to do this. We know how to do that. Because knowing it's not the same as doing it. But so we just had to keep taking timeouts to remind that, to try and get that in place. And obviously by the 3rd map and by the attack side on each map, we'd got a lot better in terms of how you play against it. So I think that's a credit to the players' adaptation. But yeah, it's difficult, right? But that's the nature of the beast.
Sage, do you have a follow-up question?
No follow-up. Thank you for your time and best luck in playoffs.
Yeah, that seems. Yeah.
Yeah, speechless.
Awesome. So with this question, we conclude this first conference. Thank you, NRG, for being here with us, and good luck.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.